family over there. I've been asking people what the mind is, what the brain is. And could you be our camera person real quick? And I'm just going to ask you, and then you point to the soul, and you tell us what you like. Is that okay?
Can I tell you what I like?
No. Whatever you want to tell us.
Well, I can just tell you that, no?
Yeah, that's enough.
I'm like, don't push it.
Okay. All right, so and the mic is just there. So okay, perfect. Thank you. Oops, sorry, I just spit a little bit. Okay, so the question is, where's the soul?
Where's the soul?
Yeah, tell me.
It's right here.
Right there? In the ribs?
Yeah.
In the lungs?
Right in the middle.
All right, very good. Do you want to tell us any more?
No.
I love your answer. Thank you very much. Hiya. I was sitting there over there by the punching bag. Yeah. Met your lovely, wonderful daughters. Yeah. I'm doing interviews in the street where I kind of ask people about what the mind is, what the brain is. And I was wondering if I could interview you as a family. Yeah? Excellent. Okay, so my name is Eris.
Hi, Eris.
Good to meet you. What's your name?
My name is Fljije.
Fljije.
Yes. Daan.
Daan.
Pam.
Pam.
Anne.
Anna.
And Jost.
Jost.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Very nice to meet you all. So I said that I've been walking around asking people a question, what the mind is, what the brain is. So let's start there. Can you translate those two questions for me? And I want to see what you guys think.
Oké. Hij loopt rond en hij stelt vragen over hoe je gedachte is en hoe de geest is. En dan mag je antwoord op stellen. Antwoord op? Ja, moeilijk? Maybe you can make the question a bit easier for them.
And what do you two think?
How my mind, how my state of mind is, or just how my mind is?
What is it?
What
the
is
word
my
mind, what does that refer to?
Thoughts, yeah.
Thoughts, okay.
Gedachten.
Very good. And you pointed here.
Yeah.
Is the mind here?
That was my first.
Yeah? And would you agree, Jost?
Yeah, I would agree.
Okay. Yeah. The brain is also there.
Yeah.
What's the relationship between the two?
I think the brain makes the chemical connections.
Yeah. The mind is the thought and the brain is the engine.
Okay. And could that be a biological or a physical event?
I think thought will be, biological.
Yeah. So maybe then even the brain and the mind could be the same thing then, and those chemical events of the brain, those are the thoughts of the mind?
Yeah, finally. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think the brain is an engine which is much bigger than only thoughts.
Yeah, true.
Because the brain can also make us move or
exactly
breathe. And
absolutely. So the mind then is a part of the brain.
It's just a part of the brain.
Wow, awesome.
Can I translate it?
Please do.
Okay, we hebben het over...
Wait, sorry. Okay, please do.
Okay. Hij vroeg wat is de mind, dus en wij zeiden dat is een gedachte. En toen zei hij, ja, maar je wijst naar hier. En toen zei ik, ja, maar de gedachte zit in mijn hoofd. En toen zei hij, ja, maar er zit ook je hersenen. Toen zei ik, ja, maar de gedachte is een onderdeel.
Zijn voor jou de gedachten en je hersenen hetzelfde?
Ja.
For her, they are the same. The mind and the brain is the same.
And her siblings?
And those are not really our siblings, actually.
Oh, okay.
Those are
cousins or friends?
Best friends.
Oh,
yeah.
Very good. Okay.
Father is here also. And what do you think? Is de hersenen hetzelfde als de gedachten?
I know, but it's too hard to try to
explain.
Yeah.
And define.
Yeah.
It's not easy. Okay.
That's why you asked the question.
Moet je je gedachten zeggen?
Maybe you can share a thought if you have a thought.
Please do. And your mom can help you with any translation.
Ja, vertel maar in Nederlands, dan vertaal ik het wel. Fljije vertaalt het.
Over de gedachte die ik nu in mijn hoofd heb. Dat ik een puppy krijg.
Her thoughts are that she wants a puppy.
Ah, yeah. Oh, dogs are amazing.
Why? Waarom maakt je dat blij, gelukkig?
Does it
Waarom?
make you happy? Or is that thought a happy thought? Is het een blije gedachte?
Zeg maar
Ja,
gewoon.
ik hou van puppies en ik wil heel graag een schattig diertje in huis die ik lekker kan knuffelen en aaien en die meestal naar je toe
En dan
komt.
geeft het je een blij gevoel.
So she loves puppies and animals, so she can pet or be with or cuddle, and that gives her happy thoughts.
Awesome. I was reading about a chapter in a psychology book about introspection, about when we ask ourselves, why do we like something or why do we want something? And often we don't actually know the reason that we're attracted to something. And so when we're asked, we'll invent a reason.
Yeah.
And so they've done these different experiments where to show that people's explanations for their decisions are
Ham,
I have a question.
Eerst de camera aan.
no worries. I have a question. When you have a strong feeling, okay, or maybe a strong belief or something, can you point in your body to where that's happening?
Mostly here.
Ah, okay. And what about you?
Waar voel je de gedachte?
Also here.
Yeah? Okay. All right. Last question. Are you ready? Now, this question is you guys are going to be able to talk about it afterwards because I won't be able to. It's going to be a little bit of a complicated question. Okay. So I'm going to first give it to the parents here, and then you guys will be able to talk about it afterwards. Okay. So there's a word called the connectome, which is basically the map of your neural networks. Okay. So if I have your genome, I know what all of your genes are, and I have all of the connections that exist in your brain, the entire state of your brain, do I have you?
Wow. Here's David.
Oh.
Sorry.
I think not. Because
Okay.
I think there's more than only chemicals.
Okay. Maybe like a mental spirit.
Yeah, probably something like that. Or how do we call it? Your
Spiritual?
soul. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about other animals that have brains? For them, if I had their connectome and their genome, would I be able to reproduce that animal?
No.
So they also have souls?
They also have
And what about plants?
plants also?
Okay.
Yeah, but they are probably more easy to.
No, I don't think so because we saw the nature movie last time and how everything connects with each other and has a function. I don't think we can replicate that. I think
Not
that,
exactly.
no.
But if you replicate the components,
Yeah.
couldn't you replicate then the
Soul.
function?
The function, I think you
The
can
function you can, but I don't think you can
replicate it.
replicate the soul.
Okay, wait, really, for real last question, what is the soul?
Wow. Well, if you put it like that, it's really difficult. But the soul is some more
Something
higher,
untouchable.
something untouchable. It's a more higher power.
The definition of the soul is that it's untouchable.
I
Oh,
don't.
really?
Is it observable?
No.
Is it understandable?
No.
No.
Is it studyable?
Your soul makes.
Yeah.
you
It is studyable. We can study the soul.
A person's soul, I think.
Okay,
So-
okay.
Yeah, I don't think you can study the soul as a whole. but
Okay.
I think you can study a person's soul with this kind of questions. Then
Yeah.
you can dive into the soul. I don't know if you can redefine the soul in the end, but I think you can study it.
Okay, so you can study it without touching it, without observing it, but through sort of interacting with
people.
another soul.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. Hey, can we include
I
him?
think he would love your question.
Get in here, please.
It's about the soul. It's about the soul.
On YouTube, is that okay? I have less than 200 subscribers. About 4 people are going to click on this video. Is that okay? All right. So what's your name, sir?
David.
David. Nice to meet you. My name's Eris. I haven't done handshakes, but so you've gotten a special handshake.
You're very good.
Yeah.
You're so well.
All right, so I've been talking to the families here about asking them what the mind is, what the soul is. One of the last things that we talked about is we tried to sort of define the soul wonder about the difference between the soul and the mind. Jost was saying that the soul is not sort of observable or measurable or maybe not even understandable, but you do see the soul through interacting with it. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts on the soul, I think actually that we have a soul,
Okay.
and you also have your ego.
Okay.
And I think the soul is like the power source.
Sorry, can you speak up just a little bit?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So you have the soul and you have the ego. Your ego, that is what is here in this lifetime.
Okay.
But in the same time, you also have a soul, and the soul is what I believe eternal.
Yeah.
And will come back.
Very good. So how many elements do we have? Mind, is that one of the, because I know there's ego and soul. Is mind an element? Is brain an element? Is heart an element?
What I think one of the things to do for us here on this planet is to bring the ego and the soul close together.
Okay.
And that's some kind of the journey we make here.
Okay, I'm excited about the conversations you guys will have after. Last question, can you point to your soul or to your ego?
I think the soul is residing in the heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the ego?
And the ego is more in the mind.
Where is the mind?
The mind is
The knee.
Nah, the mind is on. Of course, the mind is here.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but maybe the mind is on more places than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, David, Jost, yes,
She would
please.
love if you ask her a question in a more like
Yes.
level that she can understand.
Yes. All right. So you are interested in some of the things that you have heard us talk about.
Je bent heel nieuwsgierig in waar we het over hebben, toch?
Yeah. Was there a word in particular that was interesting to you?
Was er een woord waarvan je dacht, hé, dat vind ik heel nieuwsgierig naar, die je gehoord hebt? Of wilde je gewoon vooral je
Maybe you
gedachten-
heard your dad or mom talk about something and you thought,
Nee,
No?
niet
Okay.
over de gedachten, maar over het gevoel.
I think she's more like sharing where she think where her thought of soul is now.
Waar je gedachten zijn of niet.
Maybe she wants to share another.
yeah. Well, I want to hear anything that you have to share. I have lots and lots of questions. Maybe, where's your heart, for
Waar
instance?
zit je hart?
Okay. Okay. Good. Yeah, and sometimes it's a little bit, so it's kind of in the middle, but a little bit to the left.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. I have another question for you. Do you know where the stomach is? Ah, okay. And sometimes we feel things in our stomach, don't we?
Jij ook.
Voel je wat in je
Maybe anxiety or sadness. Or...
Soms voel je spanning of verdriet of dingetjes in je buik, toch?
And when you have a headache,
Als je
have you ever had a headache?
Heb je dit wel eens gehad, hoofdpijn?
Heb je al eens hoofdpijn gehad?
Sort of. Have you ever been dizzy?
Ben je ooit wel eens duizelig geweest?
Yeah? Where did you feel that?
Waar voelde je dat?
Up there? Okay. Wow. So the body and biology, it's pretty interesting, huh?
Je lichaam is best wel interessant, hè? Dat het allemaal rare dingen doet.
Yes.
I'm going to share a little fact with you.
Hij gaat iets met je delen wat hij weet.
Did you know that humans, we have no ability to directly detect wetness?
Weet je dat wij niet in staat zijn om direct vocht te voelen of aan te trekken?
So if something feels wet,
Als je iets nat voelt,
it's because maybe it felt colder or maybe the texture was different. But the human body has no way to touch something and know whether it is wet or not just from...
hij zegt, wij zijn als mensen niet in staat om te weten dat iets nat is. Je kan voelen dat iets kouder is of dat de substantie anders is, maar je bent niet in staat om echt te voelen dat iets nat is.
Wist je dat?
Isn't that weird? Isn't that interesting?
Gek, hè? Hij zegt, is dat niet interessant? Dat is heel
Gewoon
gek
yes
om
and
te
no
weten.
zeggen.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that means every time when you touch something that's wet and you know it's wet, it's just because it felt different.
Oh no!
Well, anyway, it's just because it felt different. So like when your parents do the laundry
Als wij de was doen,
and they reach into the dryer
we voelen het droger.
and they're wondering, is this clothing, is this wet or dry?
We vragen ons af of het droog of nat is.
Basically, they can't feel wetness or
We
dryness,
voelen het eigenlijk niet of het droog of nat is.
but they'll say, well, this clothing is colder
Dus we denken, dit is kouder.
than the other clothing, and that's how I know that it's wet.
En daarom weten we dat het nat is. Ja? Wil je zeggen?
Can you hold this for me?
Je mag
Can you hold that? Good.
Wat wil je zeggen? Zeg maar in het Nederlands.
Water, is dat wel dan nat?
Zie.
Mag ik het zeggen?
Ja,
Is water wet?
Is water wet?
You know what? Words are hard sometimes. Is water wet? Typically wet means that it has water on it or in it.
betekent dat het nat betekent dat het water in zich heeft of op zich heeft.
Or some liquid, any liquid, it doesn't have to be water.
Al het vocht.
Alle
Wat?
vloeistof.
So is a liquid, can it itself have liquid? Yes, I guess.
Maar,
Hij denkt van wel.
Dan gaan we het af.
Ja.
maar water is toch wel nat?
She thinks water is wet.
Yeah, I agree. I think I agree. It took me longer to come to that answer, but I think you're absolutely right.
Ja.
I think you've got some wet stuff standing
Yeah.
over there to drink.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, by the way. I want to let you guys get back to your...
Daily business.
Yes.
Yes.
And the
Right.
thoughts.
Yes, exactly. All right, so will you guys maybe talk about this a little bit more?
Yeah, I think so.
No, maar thank you.
All right, very good. Dank je.
Dankjewel.
Dank je wel. Dank je wel.
Thank you, man.
Look like the suburbs of Amsterdam, you know, it's a
Yeah.
20-minute drive to Central.
Okay, all right. So let's see. That person there.
No, I don't know.
Okay,
But it looks like
that's
a great
right.
person.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, okay.
All right, very good.